Prabhjot gave his exam and cleared his exam in first attempt. Not only that, he was also working full time. Prabhjot, how many hours per week you were working full time?
At least 40 hours.
CLB 8 in reading, 7 in listening, 8 in writing and 8 in speaking, which is C1. Is this possible for others to do as well?
Yeah, if I can do it, anybody can do it. You just need to go with Frenchify and
ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕੰਟੈਕਸਟ 'ਚ ਕੀ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੋਲ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਪਾਓਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਹੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੈ ਫਿਰ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮੀਨਰ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਤੋਤਾ ਰੱਟ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ
ਹਾਂ ਰੱਟਾ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਆਓਗੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ
So if you want to know how to clear exam in first attempt, you need to make sure that you're following this advice. Hello everyone, so welcome to this video. Today I have Prabhjot with me. Prabhjot just cleared his exam. How are you, Prabhjot?
Good, Vyom. How are you?
I'm good as well. So congratulations first of all. You got done with the exam. We have score in front of you. So we'll talk about that. You got CLB 8 in reading, 7 in listening, 8 in writing and 8 in speaking, which is C1. So how are you feeling now once you cleared your TEF exam?
I'm feeling relieved after all that, but yeah, I'm feeling very relieved. With the scores, I'm very happy.
So, like looking back to this journey, students, those who are watching this video, they are probably learning French right now and they are probably feeling demotivated or they feel like it's a very big mountain to climb, right? So, what advice, what starting advice would you give to them right now that what you learned from this journey and is it possible or not?
I feel like if I can do it, anybody can do it. Best advice is just be consistent with the studying. Show up every day and don't think about the syllabus right now. It's a lot to learn, but just show up one day at a time. Do your reading, do your writing, learn your grammar and just study every day. That's the advice. It's very doable. It's not it's difficult, but it's doable.
So when you used to feel the same, I would say, burden or anxiety, what did you say to yourself? Okay, I have to do it. What did you feed your mind? What I have to do on regular basis?
So what I used to tell myself is it's a man-made concept. It's a man-made language. If people speak it, I can learn it as well. It's difficult, but I never told myself that it's not something that I can't. I did a lot of listening and I used to watch the easy French videos, right from the beginning. And I used to love how they talk about their daily issues and I just loved seeing the videos as well. So you can do that if you're demotivated. I feel like those videos are a great source of entertainment as well and you can practice your listening as well. Talk to other people who have cleared French, who are learning it as well.
So let's go back into time and let's talk about your journey when you started. So you started with Frenchify, you started at A2 level and before then that you were studying some French before, right? Yes. So you mentioned, because we were having this discussion earlier, that it was a very difficult and it was a difficult learning in the beginning because you were trying to do it by yourself and then it took you a little bit of time. So how was that phase when you were not with Frenchify and once you started with Frenchify at A2, how did the learning methodology change and what did you learn after?
So before Frenchify, I was with the private tutor. I feel like I wasted a lot of time just at A1 level, almost 4 months because I didn't have a system. I didn't have a proper system on how I should study, what concept I should study, whether I should study grammar or should I just jump straight into reading. And I was only studying every weekend, so I wasn't consistent with the studying myself. And I used to learn the concept, then I would do nothing for a week, then go the next weekend back to the classes and move forward with the course. But I wasn't retaining any. But I feel like with Frenchify, you get the different units, so you know what you have to do. And you can allot the time as well and you have a clear path which I think it matters the most if you want to clear the exams especially.
So how did the live sessions also help you because on one hand you are covering your curriculum as well but at the same time you're also joining the live sessions especially in B1 and B2. So how were they helpful for you? What did you learn? What were the new things that you acquired in the language?
At B1, as you know, we start the section 1 of the exam, right? So that gives you an experience of how the real exam is going to be. If you show up to the sessions every week, you build your fluency as well. Because I was very uncomfortable with speaking French with others. I could do it alone by myself in front of a mirror. But when it comes to with the person, I would get demotivated and I wouldn't speak. But with the session, if you show up every day, you get more confident with each session because the instructor will tell you what you did wrong and how you can fix it. That's how I think.
True. So because Prabhjot cleared his TEF exam in first attempt, I have a discount for you. You can use the discount code Prabhjot50 if you go onto my website and you'll be able to start with a $50 discount on Frenchify A1 or A2 program. So if you're someone who wanted to get started but wanted extra discount, here is the discount code for you. Make sure to use it. And also, if you want to understand in detail on how you can create a roadmap for yourself for CLB 5 and CLB 7, how much time it takes and what is the proper methodology to get those results, and how to start with the Frenchify programs, make sure to register for the workshop. The link is shared below where I discuss about the CLB 5 and 7 roadmap and how you can get started learning French from scratch. So this is going to be very, very valuable. Make sure to register for it. And for a student who is practicing their speaking, who feels like, when I try to speak, the words do not come into my mind, or I'm not able to speak anything, I get froze, like my mind freezes. What advice would you give to them? Like what specific technique they can follow to go through this thing?
There's no specific technique, I mean, you need to practice. Just think in French. Leave English behind. Whatever you want to say, like if you want to pick up a phone or you want to go for a walk, just try to think how you can say that in French. Yeah, there's no technique. You just need to practice. It comes with practice, But if for people who think they're freezing while speaking, just relax. You have the words, you have the vocabulary. If you've done the practice, you just need to relax and then just speak.
True, because I think when we are trying to speak, our mind is too much indulged into what other person is thinking of my speaking, right? But at the same time, you have to have this proud of speaking the language, that at least you are at a point where now you are able to have a conversation in the language, right? Because that in itself is a very big thing. So I think you need to create this positive mind shift in your mind rather than thinking negatively, okay, I'm not able to do this, but instead you have to think what you are able to do up to now. So I think that is something which really changes the way a person thinks and approaches the language.
Yeah, it's true, because it's not your first language, it's not your second language. For some people, it's not even their third language, And to be able to understand and be able to speak French, it's a big deal. People don't make it a big deal, but it's a big deal. You should be proud rather than fear the language, Some people get discouraged because they think, oh, it's French. They see others speaking so fluently, that's when they get discouraged. But those people, they put in their time. You can do the same.
So let's talk about your timeline as well. You started at A1, and it took you a bit more time because there were some breaks, right? So we'll be talking a little bit about that as well. So you started at A1 and then you cleared your exam right when you were in the second month of B2 with Frenchify.
Yeah.
Right? So talking about this timeline, I think so it took you around 10 months to start from A2 to go up to clearing the exam. Is that correct?
Yes. I did take some pauses. That was on my end. If I just kept on going, yeah. But yeah, it took me around 10 months from A2 to B2 and then clearing the exam in my first attempt as well.
Yeah. And I also want to ask this question, like, is it possible to clear it in 4 months or 3 months?
No, it's not. Anybody who says that, they're lying to you.
It's because language learning has its own, acquisition that your mind needs to do. And I think that is very, very important to give that enough time so that your mind is able to, because when you go into the exam, you still need to understand what they are saying in terms of listening. You still need to understand what has been written, because it's a very complex language. It's not like, okay, they have written basic vocabulary and stuff. Yeah. Right? So I think it's very important for everybody. Now, let's talk about training specifically at B1 and B2, and then we'll also talk about the exam specific experience when you gave the exam. So at B1 and in B2, what are few important things and important aspects that one should focus on, and what are the difficulties that a student faces at B1, B2?
At B1, the most difficult concept or the part of the exam is listening and speaking as well. Because you can read the language if you put in enough time, but if you're not used to hearing the words, you can't clear the exam. So to overcome this, I feel like you just need to practice listening every day, practice the videos, listen to the news in French. Try to live in an environment where there's always French around you, At B2, it's the same, because, for section B, we need to be able to speak to for at least 10 minutes. And for that, you need to know a wide variety of vocabulary. And but Frenchify, the program helps you with that, It tells you which aspects you need to work on.
And let's talk about the exam as well. You gave your exam and it was in North York. Yeah, tell us about your location and where did you give it? How did you book it and stuff?
So I booked it with Alliance Fonse, and the test center was in North York. The exam day, I was very demotivated, because I saw other people who were there. It was their third attempt. One guy was there for his third attempt after we were done with our speaking, and he said, his speaking went bad. But the way he was talking, I thought maybe, okay, this guy knows about TEF. He knows a lot, but this is his third attempt. And if he thinks his exam went bad, how is mine gonna go well, So I got discouraged. I even panicked a bit right before they called my name. But when I went in front of the instructor, I thought, okay, it's your first attempt, just speak, because whatever happens is gonna happen. and I had done a lot of practice, so I just trusted that.
I think one thing good about your speaking was because when we were doing the sessions, I feel that memorization is something that you do not do because these days the examiners are primarily targeting, or they are giving students less score those who memorize and those who speak memorized expressions and phrases. And one thing I clearly saw in your speaking was ki even though you have good expressions and you are adding good idioms to talk about, but they never feel that they are memorized because you are naturally able to hold the conversation and you're able to explain logically to the argument of the instructor as well. So I think that is something which everybody needs to understand, that when you guys are practicing for TEF exam and if you feel like you are not getting good score in speaking, it's not because examiners are doing something crazy. It's because the conversation feels like a scripted conversation from your end, and that is something that they always mark you down for. So you have to make sure that you guys are always going in the exam, at least don't be natural but try to be natural. So basically there is one thing is ki you can still memorize the expressions but you speak them in such a way that they do not feel memorized, right? Because if you are like speaking in the same tone, you are speaking like a parrot, obviously they are going to notice.
They know if you've memorized a phrase, because think about it, if you're speaking slowly firstly and then you add a C1 level expression, so they can tell, okay, this guy memorized this.
True. So that is important. So let's talk about the experience of your speaking exam as well. Was the instructor strict? Like, were they making you uncomfortable, or was it like fine? Did it go well?
They didn't make me uncomfortable. One thing that I did feel was that they were speaking a little slowly. I wasn't able to hear them properly. Other than that, some of the phrases I didn't understand, but I asked her, can you repeat? And then she did repeat and she explained it a bit more. So I was able to understand what she meant. So I don't think she was any more strict than she needed to be with me. But I was nervous, so that's why I felt like it didn't go well. But I mean, it did go well. So
yeah. According to you, what are the things that you executed well, which gave you C1 level in speaking?
So right before the exam, I watched the video that you posted with the
Shilpa.
No, not Shilpa. Okay. The boy, the guy who lives in Montreal. What's his name? Ritik.
Yeah.
Because his speaking was really good as well. And the one thing he said, he kept asking follow-up questions for section A. So that's what I did. I only asked like 8 questions in total. But then I kept asking her to explain what she meant. And for section B, you told me you have the points. You just need to explain them in more depth. So for each argument, I told her, okay, you can do this. Then she asked how. So I just explained how she can better herself or whatever. It was a health topic. So I just told her what she can do to better her health. So just explain your points more.
And for section B, what one should do in order to stand out in speaking in front of the examiner? What important things a student should do, or how should they converse?
I'm gonna say the same thing. Just whatever your point is, try to explain it how you would to a friend. Because think about it, we wouldn't really use the idioms or the high level vocabulary if we are talking to a friend. You would talk normally, but you would make sure that your point gets across to your friend. Correct. So just try to be more natural.
And what advice will you give to people those who are either in the beginning phase? So we'll divide students into 2 categories. First, who have started, probably they are at A1, A2 level and they feel confused because there is a lot to do. Yeah. So what your advice will be for them, and then what your advice will be for those who are now close to the exam prep, like in B1, B2, somewhere where they feel like okay, in 3-4 months they'll be able to give and clear the exam.
Okay, for the beginners, don't get discouraged by the amount of things you have to do. For example, in A1 you have 6 units, so just try to complete those units in 6 weeks, which is a very doable task. And for A2, the speaking assignments, those help you a lot, because when you move on to B1, you'll understand that those speaking assignments help you get the vocabulary and the fluency that you need. And for the people at B1 and B2, just don't be impatient, just keep practicing. And don't try to memorize stuff. Try to be more natural.
ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੁਣ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਲੋਕ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੁਣ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਐਡਵਾਈਸ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਐਬਜ਼ੌਰਬ ਕਰ ਲੈਣਾ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ? ਤੇ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ?
ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੂੰਗਾ ਮੈਂ, ਡਰੋ ਨਾ, ਬਸ ਸਿਰ ਸੁੱਟ ਕੇ ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਜਾਓ, ਹੈ ਨਾ? ਡੇਲੀ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੜਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਆ ਜਾਊਗਾ। ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਆ ਚਲੋ ਤੇ ਫ੍ਰੈਂਚ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਜੂਗੀ, ਬਟ ਇਹ ਨਾ ਸੋਚੋ ਕਿ 3 ਮਹੀਨੇ 'ਚ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ, 4 ਮਹੀਨੇ 'ਚ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ, ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇਣਾ ਪਊਗਾ, ਫਿਰ ਹੀ CLP ਆਊਗਾ।
ਹੁਣ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਨੇ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਚਲੋ ਲਾਈਕ ਆਈ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡ ਕਿ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਲਦੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮ ਛੇਤੀ ਤੋਂ ਛੇਤੀ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਕਰਨਾ, ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਅਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਲੱਭਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਚਲੋ ਛੇਤੀ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ, ਕੋਈ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਭ ਜੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੈਂ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮ 'ਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਬੋਲ ਪਾਵਾਂ ਜਾਂ ਲਿਖ ਪਾਵਾਂ ਐਂਡ ਬਸ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ। ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ?
ਨਹੀਂ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ, ਕੋਈ ਟੈਂਪਲੇਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਕੋਈ ਚੀਟ ਕੋਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਕੋਈ 1300-1400 ਵਰਡਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲਓਗੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ 'ਚੋਂ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮ ਆਊਗਾ। ਇੱਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ 6-7 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਜਾਂ 10 ਮਹੀਨੇ, ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ। ਕੋਈ ਚੀਟ ਕੋਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ। ਲੋਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖੀ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਆ ਨਾ ਆਨਲਾਈਨ, ਲੋਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ 4 ਮਹੀਨੇ 5 ਮਹੀਨੇ 'ਚ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ CLP 7 ਆ ਕੇ 100% ਗਾਰੰਟੀ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਲੋਕੀ। ਸੋ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਇਹ ਸੱਚ ਆ। ਕੋਈ
ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਮੈਜੀਕਲ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਨਸ ਲੱਭ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਕੋਈ ਮੈਜੀਕਲ ਚੀਜ਼ ਲੱਭ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ, ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਡੈਫੀਨੇਟਲੀ। ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਹਾਇਰ ਲੈਵਲ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸਿਸ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਉਦੋਂ ਤਾਂ ਟੈਂਪਲੇਟਸ ਤਾਂ ਚਲੋ ਫਰੈਂਚੀਫਾਈ ਕੋਲ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਉਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਹੀ ਨੇ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਬਟ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਨੀ ਆਊਗੀਆਂ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਪਤਾ। ਜੇ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਲਿਖੋਗੇ ਕਿਵੇਂ? ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕੰਟੈਕਸਟ 'ਚ ਕੀ ਬੋਲਣਾ, ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੋਲ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਪਾਓਗੇ? ਤਾਂ ਉਹੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆ, ਫਿਰ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮੀਨਰ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਤੋਤਾ ਰੱਟ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ।
ਹਾਂ, ਰੱਟਾ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਆਓਗੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ, ਤੋਤਾ ਰੱਟ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ।
ਸੋ ਦੈਟਸ ਦ ਥਿੰਗ, ਬਟ ਨੋ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਪ੍ਰਭਜੋਤ। ਇਹ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ 'ਚ ਸੀਗੇ, ਆਪਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚ ਸਵਿਚ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ, ਬਟ ਚੱਲ ਵਧੀਆ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੇਨ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਆ ਉਹ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਦੇਤੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚ ਪਰਸਨਲਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰਕੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦੇਤੀ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ। ਸੋ
ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੋ।
ਹਾਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਇਹ ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰ ਆਪਣੇ YouTube ਵੀਡੀਓ ਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚ ਬੋਲ ਰਿਹਾ, ਤਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਭਜੋਤ ਨੇ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕਰਵਾਤੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ। ਚਲੋ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਪ੍ਰਭਜੋਤ, ਐਂਡ very valuable advice. Thank you so much for explaining all this. So that's all for this video. Thank you everybody for joining, and make sure to follow these advices, because as Prabhjot cleared his exam in his first attempt, this will be very useful for you so that you are able to apply the same, I won't say, we won't say techniques or hacks, but these are the same methodologies which you need to use according to the experience of people who are clearing their exam. So make sure to follow this, and thanking Prabhjot once again. Au revoir, see you guys later.